Welcome to the Boston City Council's FY21 budget scrutiny process. I'm Kenzie Bach, the Councilor for District 8 and the Chair of the Ways and Means Committee. This year's budget process is coming in the midst of great uncertainty, as our city grapples with the challenges of COVID-19. That crisis will have enormous impacts on the budget for next year and the years to come, both in terms of government revenues and in terms of the needs we must meet for the people of Boston. Already, the needs for food access, housing support, and business assistance are huge and only growing. So more than ever before, we can expect this year's budget to be a work in progress, one that may have to significantly change over the next few months. Nonetheless, the ongoing situation makes a public budgeting process all the more important. To the extent that we need to shift resources to address urgent problems, or make hard decisions because of more limited revenues, or take action on long-standing inequities and gaps exposed by this crisis, we need a diversity of voices involved in those decisions, both here on the Council and from the public. Over the next 2.5 months, the Council will scrutinize the Mayor's budget through a series of working sessions and hearings focused on a range of departments. On this website, you'll find a host of different ways for you to make your voice heard in that process through public testimony. For the first time, for example, you will be able to submit a 2-minute video of your testimony in advance of a hearing, if you choose, which we will then incorporate into the public broadcast. Y también me importa mucho que todos puedan participar. Entonces, si alguna persona quisiera testificar sobre el presupuesto de la ciudad en un idioma que no es inglés, podría hacerlo en su propio idioma, escrito o hablado, y nosotros vamos a hacer traducción para compartir lo que dice con todo el consejo, aunque no al mismo tiempo, pero después. O si una persona tuviera compañero que podría traducir al mismo tiempo al inglés, nosotros le permitiría más tiempo de testificar para hacerlo. In other words, if someone would like to provide written or spoken testimony during this process, in a language other than English, we will accept that testimony and commit to getting it translated for the benefit of the whole Council after the fact. Speakers are also still welcome to bring a friend to translate for them simultaneously, and we will allow extra time for that purpose. In our first week, after the introductory presentations from the Mayor's Budget Office and Boston Public Schools, which we held on Monday and Tuesday, we'll have a dedicated public testimony hearing on Thursday evening, April 16th at 6 p.m., where we hope you'll raise the questions you'd like to see answered in the process ahead. Because of the public health emergency, several further things about the process will be different this year from past years. We'll be holding all hearings on Zoom, and we've grouped some departments together and pushed more hearings into May, in hopes that we have a clearer picture in some respects by then. The Council will also be holding public working sessions in advance of each set of hearings to discuss the key questions we'd like the administration to answer. We won't take verbal public testimony at the working sessions, but we do welcome you to send in advance questions that you hope councilors will ask. And every department-specific hearing will still include an opportunity for public testimony at the end. We'll also have 2 dedicated public testimony hearings once all the BPS and departmental hearings have concluded, in order to take general feedback in response to the presentations. So there will be one at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, May 26th, that is focused on BPS, and another at 6 p.m. on Thursday, May 28th, focused on all other departments. The Council traditionally rejects the administration's initial proposed operating budget in early June, then considers and votes on a resubmission before June 30th, the end of the fiscal year. Over the last decade of economic growth, the resubmitted budget has typically been larger than the original budget proposal. Unfortunately, this year, because of the economic climate, that seems less likely. So again, we will need to exercise strong collective judgment over the coming months about what is the best way to budget for this pivotal year ahead, and we need your voices in that process. Thank you for getting involved. Please stay safe, stay home whenever you can, and we look forward to engaging with you virtually throughout this budget season. Thanks so much.